Hi everyone, welcome to A Godly Home. I wanted to show you that the wild bunny is back again at my house this year. I heard Sloopy barking hysterically the other day, and when I went out, the bunny was just laying there up underneath the deck, all super chill. And of course, when I got the camera out, it was a little bit scared, and that was the best photo I got of it, but it's been hanging right around here, and I just love that. So for Mother's Day, my mother does this thing where she likes to get the same gift for my grandmother, herself, and for me. And this year she decided she was getting us each a begonia. Hers was pink, my grandmother's was orange, and mine was yellow. And she did this in remembrance of my great grandmother who always had begonias going. So this is me potting my begonia, and I am putting it in that hanging pot that I got from Dollar Tree at the beginning of the season. And then Mom and Dad and I went into Super Walmart in Bangor. We had some errands to run there, and they had these impatiens for $3.44 for a flat of them. And I picked up one red and one white, and there's 4 flowers to a flat. And I grew some impatiens last year in that pot that Becky got me outside, and they were beautiful. It was the first year I'd grown them, and they seemed to be fairly frost hardy. So what I'm going to do is mix those in around this begonia, and I'm going to alternate one red, one white, one red, one white, all the way around until I use all of the plants. Here it is finished. I think it's beautiful. So we have been using from these green onions pretty hard, and they've been in this cup all spring, and they have definitely used up the nutrients in the cup because they're starting to look really flimsy and tiny. So I'm adding one of those Dollar Tree houseplant spikes to them, and we'll see if we can get these growing good again. So my next project is to try to get these wild Maine blueberry seeds started. And it looks like there's a lot to it. They're definitely going to have to overwinter in the house and go out next year, which is a little bit disappointing, but my long-term goal is the most important. So I will just start the process and be patient with it. I'm putting them in this recycled lettuce container, and I've added my Miracle-Gro potting soil. Now, the seeds that I ordered came packaged like this, and they were from Rare and Exotic Seeds. And this is a scientific name for the Maine wild blueberries. So these seeds are so incredibly tiny. Look how tiny those are. So I'm just gonna barely sprinkle a few of them on the top of the soil. I'm not using nearly the whole package because I've never done this before. This might take me several tries to actually get the blueberry bushes started. Now I'm just very lightly sprinkling a tiny bit of soil over the top and pressing it together. When seeds are small like that, you don't want to put too much dirt over the top. And now I'm lightly watering it. Then after all of that, I noticed they have to be kept cold for 60 days, so they're going in the fridge. Okay, here's the information on the free seed that they gave me out of North Carolina State Extension. And the common names are basil, Genovese basil, St. Joseph's wort, sweet basil, and Thai basil. And then they include a photo. That's what it will look like. That's pretty, really pretty. I don't know if this is the same type that I've grown in the past or not. It says it's an herb in the mint family, native to the tropical regions of Africa and Asia. The fragrant edible leaves are great in soups, stews, and other meat dishes. It prefers full sun and moist, well-drained soils. Easily transplanted. Kind of wondering if this is a perennial or an annual. Okay, it says life cycle annual perennial, so I don't know if that means that it's an annual in some zones and a perennial in others. That would be my guess, which I would say if that's the case, I don't see an actual grow zone here, at least not so far. Oh, yeah, hardiness zone 10A. Okay, and I am in either 4 or 3. So sometimes my temperatures get cold enough to be in 3, so I never try to grow anything that's higher than a 4 and expect it to be a perennial. All right, let's get this started. That'll be fun. Now you can see my chocolate cherry tomato plant is getting real floppy, so I'm going to have to stake this up. So I'm plucking that leaf off the bottom so that I can get the soil up higher on the stem, which will help to strengthen the plant and get the stem thicker. Now here is my tomato plant that I call Ida May. It's clear up to the top of the curtain, and it needs to be staked even more than it's already staked. So even though this photo makes Ida May look lanky, she isn't. Look how big her stalk is. So I don't think this pepper is going to get any bigger inside. I went ahead and cut it, and we're going to have it with lunch. These are my radishes. They've been growing in the greenhouse. This is that lemon tree growing from that lemon seed. And here is an example of my tomatoes in the greenhouse that I started from seed. And this is what the oregano is looking like, the parsley, a few cucumber plants that won't be in the ground, and my purple lilac bush is blossomed, and my white lilac bush is blossomed, and these are my peas at this point, and my potatoes have started up. So I want to remind everybody about the giveaway. If you have not seen that video, I will put the link to it in the description box of this video so you can check that out. There's still plenty of time to enter before I do the drawing. And this footage was actually from last weekend, and I'm behind on getting videos up. So there will be a video coming out hopefully sometime in the next week of me putting in the big garden. I started clearing some trees and stuff today to try to get the space ready more. And it's going to be a process, but I did get it started today. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.